Hey guys, this is Richard from Cuts and Curls. If you don't follow my channel yet, press follow or follow on YouTube or on Insta or on Facebook. We're allowed to do hair again. The Dutch state, together with the branch organization Anko, has made a protocol. And additionally, there are a few steps that I ask you to do or don't do. And this is all to make it safe, to keep within the law what we're allowed to do, and to make sure we don't get a COVID infection in the shop or the salon, so I don't get a fine or I don't get closed, because that's something we don't want, because I want to make you pretty, and that only works if the salon is allowed to be open. So here we go. If you arrive outside, knock on the door or knock on the window and give me a wave. Don't enter, please wait outside. Take an umbrella if the weather is crap. This is for me to be sure that the other client is out, that you don't get into the 1.5 meters, and that I've done my disinfection. Great, that's first. When you enter, even if it's only to buy a wax, we all know the law, you and I will both be wearing a face mask. That's the law. Additional, we're gonna do something new. This is my little gun. It's my little infrared gun. I will point it at you and measure your temperature. This is to prevent that people have a fever. Sometimes you can have a fever without knowing it. That reduces the risk of a COVID infection in the shop enormously. There will be no data written anywhere about the temperature measured. But if your temperature is rising, elevated, and you have a fever, I'm not allowed to do your hair. And this is an extra measurement to make sure that we don't get ill people in the chair. Now back to the old protocol, which is still valid. Okay, do you have a cough, a runny nose? Do you have a temperature above 38 Celsius or respiratory issues? If any of the four are yes, it's like, sorry, I'm not allowed to do your hair. Do you or your partner or the person you're living with in the same household have any of the questions? If the answer is yes, we're not allowed to do your hair. Do you have had a positive test result for one of the coronavirus in the last 7 days? If the answer is yes, I'm not allowed to do your hair. Is your partner, the person you're living with, in quarantine because of the COVID virus after the last symptoms of the person in your household? Additionally, 14 days, we are not allowed to do your hair. Have you been in contact with anybody that has been diagnosed positive for COVID and recently has told you we are not allowed to do your hair? And additionally, have you been traveling to a country with the label orange, no matter if the Netherlands is code red? If you've been traveling from an orange labeled country, we are not allowed by the protocol to do your hair. I'm sorry, this is how it works. We have these rules, so we are allowed to work again, because hairdressers have been proven to do this safe. And by doing this as safe as possible, it will be a safe experience for you and me. Additionally, I have invested in air cleansers. 2, the capacity of the 2 air cleansers is about 3 times what I need for the salon, which means in the time that you're here, the air is constantly being filtered. The first one has an ionizer and 3 HEPA filters and has a huge capacity. And the second one has a HEPA filters and has UV light, so that will kill all germs and bacteria. That's something which is not mandatory by law, but I wanted to provide that safety for you and for me, to make your experience in a salon as good as possible. There are no magazines. We can't serve you coffee while you're having a face mask on. If you have a color treatment and you're waiting in the color treatment, and I'm behind my glass screen there, you're allowed to take your mask off and I can serve you a cup of coffee. But that's of course only in the treatments. When you get a coffee, you have highlights, when you go for blue hair, etc. We still have the curfew. So as long as the curfew is there, planning long multi-hour colors is quite difficult in the beginning because everybody wants to have their hair done, and I only do one client a time, you know, and that makes it for you and for me safer. So there's only you and me in the shop and no one else. Well, that's not totally true. My little doggy will be there as well, but that's how we're gonna work. I'm really looking forward to seeing you. I'm really looking forward to making you guys pretty again. It's been a rough time. We have a lot to catch up with, and I'm so happy that I'm allowed to work again, and because it's my passion and I like to make men beautiful. And you are soon in my chair, so we're gonna make that happen. Thanks for taking the time of watching this little video, and see you soon. Thanks, and like I said, follow my channel or follow my channel. Thanks guys, bye bye.